Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together, brighter than a lucky penny.
Put your hand down. You smiling?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why are you smiling?
Because I love football. Football's fun.
Fun, sir.
Fun, sir.
It's fun.
Yes.
You sure?
I think
Now you're thinking. First you smile, then you think. You think football is still fun?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. No.
No?
Sir. Well, it was fun.
Not anymore, though, is it? Is it?
No, not by
No, it's not fun anymore.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Make up your mind.
No.
Think. Since you're thinking, now go on, think.
No,
Is
no.
it fun?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Absolutely not?
Zero fun, sir.
All right, listen up. I'm Coach Boone. I'm going to tell you all about how much fun you're going to have this season.
Fuck! Bruh.
I think he's on Jack's bench.
Like, that's so useless.
But that's so someone Jack's gonna be like, I have no holes in my team.
No.
Ah!
God. Does this motherfucker even look at his receivers?
Yeah, he does. Nickelstein's still.
I fucking hate this game.
I fucking hate this
Bro,
bailing fucking Adam the fuck out. Bailing him out.
What the?
No way. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You might suck, but my fantasy team is thriving.
Yeah, that's huge for you. Yo, Brees might be the worst running back in the NFL.
Yo, but like, Braylon might be the best.
I agree.
Put the big boy in.
Oh, end of first. God.
Oh, we gotta wait for a whole thing.
Is Aaron Jones getting him? No.
And then
Oh
Addison
my
scored.
God.
My
Oh
God.
no.
Nick is gonna. Nick is totally.
This is the worst day of my life. The only dude who could combat Baker Mayfield today is Jordan
Lucky
Addison.
penny when you're near the rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine.
Nobody else did anything other than congratulating me on a win.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate Joe on his first win.
Everybody clap it up for Joe.
You.
Big day for Joe.
You.
Getting on the board. You're no longer winless.
Wait, let me give some picks. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
like 0
facts,
and 9.
facts, facts.
Wait, did you?
You're on a
All
heater.
right.
You're on a
Colts
heater.
upset the Steelers. The
Fuck.
Steelers are favored.
I'm also on that side.
Let's go Bears -3 for show.
Nice.
The Titans aren't favored. I'll take the Titans over the Dolphins.
Nice.
I like that call.
Nope.
Chargers +7.5.
Charge it.
You said
All the
Bills?
boys.
Nice.
Niners
We're on
-10.5
Chargers
or -10.
Nice.
Did you say Bills?
I didn't say Bills. No.
I'll
Bills
take the
money
Bills.
line. What about
Lions -3.5. Also.
Nice.
go with over of Cardinals, Washington, and then Bengals, Panthers?
I'm away from both those
Yeah,
games.
I'm out on that.
Those two games feel like they're too narrative driven right now.
Big Deshaun Watson bounce back week versus the
That's
Raiders.
good for me.
It's
That's
never
good for
gonna
that's Amari Cooper.
That's big for Joe in his first win.
The one game I feel really good about is Joe over Tony in fantasy this week.
No, you don't.
Just huge. There's actually not a lot of high projections this
No,
week.
just JL.
Except for fucking JL, yeah.
JL's like what, like 140?
139.
JL
I
and
think.
Joe both getting the first.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way when you're in love to stay.
Oh, it's good. Jacoby, what is you doing, brother?
Minshew? That's not. That's.
They gotta give it to him again. Oh, QJ is so scoring here. I would probably start him in my flex for show.
Joe is trying to set me up for failure right now. He was like, are these bags of popcorn any good? And I thought they were unopened. This has been open for years. It's so stale.
Me watching Red Zone right now. Look at Deshaun.
That's a bad hyperextension. I feel like a hyperextension is not too serious, though.
Greg Dortch just fucking him. That is just him. What the hell was that?
Oh, no. Ice is getting carded.
Today is Sunday, September 29th. Week 4 of the NFL. We are currently watching the 4 o'clock games.
Today is an awful day. I have nothing to say. I actually am starting to think doing these on Sundays is bad for business. I'm only in a good mood if my fantasy team does well. Falcons won, so that was big. Even though, like, we didn't deserve to win. The final drive was a fucking defensive pass interference. Got us like 40 yards. Couldn't complete a fucking pass otherwise. Young Wei Koo, the fucking king, knocked one through from almost 60.
7 yards, then 7 yards, gets us into fucking field goal.
Yeah, this is big for
Like,
you.
what are we doing?
It's still gonna be game-winning field goal like some other team in a huddle,
Yeah.
like on the other screen.
All right, field goal range. We're fucking all
all
day.
day.
All day. What are we
And
doing?
that's a fucking great play.
He was literally in front of the receiver.
Yeah.
Line up the
Like,
shoe.
even if he caught it, I don't think he's getting out.
How many fucking targets does Darnell Mooney have today? Why is our offense run through him? We have London. We have fucking 3 top 10 picks at skill.
57 for the coup?
Take Brees Hall out while you're at it.
The coup bear?
For the game. Young Wei. Oh my God. This is
That
a
looks
boom.
so far.
So far.
No way. This is not in his bag.
Why is he standing like he ain't ready?
Oh, he wasn't even ready for it.
Wow,
Wasn't
he
ready
didn't-
for what,
He
motherfuckers?
didn't take his like side. Like
That's
he
what I
just
thought,
straight
too.
on.
They left way too much time for Derek Carr.
What a fucking boot. The king.
Savior of the city.
The king. Crown that man.
Fantasy sucks. Betting sucks. The shit's not fun anymore. Season over. I'm ready to pack it all in.
I haven't done a confession since probably like the draft confessions. And all I can say is the last time I was remotely happy about playing fantasy football was as I drafted my team. Like after I drafted my team and picked Najee Harris, that's exactly when the downfall of my fantasy season started, and I have not been happy since. I'm about to be 0-4. Yeah, there's not much to talk about. I have to come in every Sunday and just record everybody beat the shit out of me, like Nick said.
Dude, that was actually the funniest thing of today, I think, was the fact that, like, Joe's just getting his ass whipped every week. We force him to come into the office to film us beating the shit out of him. Like, you have no choice but to do it. Keep the camera up, Joe. Press fucking record.
I literally have to sit behind a camera as I watch my fantasy team just do nothing, or they'll do something, and then this week I'm versing like Tony, and his team's about to put up like 160 points. Like, it doesn't even matter if my team performs. Like, his team just went off.
It's another Sunday, another football Sunday. Boys in the office recording some betting content, watching the games together, watching our fantasy teams crumble before our eyes, you know.
Brees Hall is now the running back 2 in New York. Kyle Pitts with another striking 0-point performance.
Brees. It was always Brees.
Didn't get in.
No. No.
It's always Braylon.
He's always playing.
Braylon is shot!
No.
Just a
250
boy. Stuff that man.
It's never been Brace.
It's
What are we doing?
Come on, Braylon!
Give me Braylon.
Is Aaron Jones? Is Aaron Jones getting him?
No.
And then Addison scored.
My
Oh
God.
no.
Nick is gonna. Nick is done with it.
This is the worst day of my life.
The only dude who could combat Baker Mayfield today is Jordan Addison.
Sat Jordan Addison. He had about 20. You know what's crazy is my fantasy team is just so bipolar. I'm going to be 2-2 after this week. 2 wins I had. I think I was the highest scoring team in the league. The 2 losses I had, I think I was the lowest scoring team in the league in those weeks. So yeah, we need better coaching. We need more discipline, I think. Just think we need a lot more juice. Wow. Jeremy McNichols? How is he still hanging around the league? Joe's going to drop all of his money on Jeremy McNichols. That touchdown run just happened. Only for him to get 0 carries next week. Joe's going to drop him.
Probably going to lose to Adam this week, so that's sad. I had 40 points between 2 players on my bench. Josh Downs is on my bench, and maybe this could look good by the end of this game, but I can't imagine Jacoby Myers is going to put up the day that either Christian Kirk or Josh Downs did. I switched Myers for Kirk, like literally at 12:59. Kirk had 20 points. I'm sad. Fantasy is rough. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even check my other lineup in like my other leagues. Like, I don't even check them. It's just like, this is all or nothing at this point.
Oh no, Rice is getting carded. Next week I play Tony.
Everybody's team.
So shout out to Tony. He's gonna come in and be now he's gonna be really depressed. He was probably gonna be happy. He was probably happy his team was putting up a 160, and now Rachi's just getting carted off with a towel on his head. Usually when players got the towels on their head, that's they know. Yeah, JMO's acting like he cares about Rachi Rice. He's smiling inside. Yeah, just watch how much he pretends he cares. Yeah. Is he looking at us? Yeah, I can like kind of see it. It's actually incredible how vindictive you can get during the fantasy season. It's incredible. It's incredible. I already made the decision. Next year, I'm quitting, but I'm gonna be the full-time commissioner. I'm not playing. You could be my VP. We could run on the ticket. We could run on the big ticket together. I'm down for that. We'll just be the creative lead. We'll just like make all the content around.
As soon as I get Debo back, like Rice, do you think he's done?
What did they say?
They didn't say anything.
That looked like a hyperextension.
It looked like a hyperextension.
Which is not really that serious.
And it depends. A hyperextension can lead to easy ligament tears.
Yeah.
Like it could also be like an LCL, not an MCL.
Yeah. Like hyperextension, I feel like feels really dramatic, but it's not always like that. Yeah. But I mean, the way he was overall.
They said he didn't put any weight on.
Yeah, I mean, he with the towel on his head, it kind of looked bad. But I was just saying how the confessions are so bad for business because it's like you walk in there and your fantasy team's getting your ass kicked and you're just like depressed and you hate your life. I was like, Tony's gonna come in here like all happy, Rachi Rice dies, and like Tony's gonna come in here all pissed off.
Yeah, we should do him a different day.
R.I.P. Rachi Rice. Get better soon. We miss you. We need you back on that field like ASAP.
And like actually, as we're saying that, like Rachi Rice got hurt, so I have somewhat of a chance.
I've been meaning to say this in like 3 vlogs now because I don't know if it's actually been said. For those of you who watch Idiot League Mates, I know we've said it over there, but for those of you who don't know, the inter-office fantasy league between the 12 of us, BDGE and Snapback, there's a first place prize of $5,000, and the last place punishment, we pivoted from being a live stream food eating challenge to now the last place punishment loser has to go to a open mic night where you have to get up on a comedy stage for 5 to 10 minutes and rip off jokes in front of all of us while we don't laugh, and it's just awkward silence, and there's a big room of people and no one's laughing because none of us are actually full-time stand-up comedians. And I'm very excited about that punishment. I think it's gonna be funny for whoever it is. Obviously I don't want to do it, but we were talking earlier in the office like who would actually be good at it, and like everyone was doubting me. Like I truly think if I lost, like I'm gonna do better than most. Like I'm willing to bet on myself for that. Hopefully I'm not like actually rooting for that to happen. I don't want to get last. Like I want to fight for first place and the $5,000 prize, but doubting me. I think I could come up with some jokes. I just wanted to put that out there so people know or updated on the last place thing.
How long is the skit? Is it 15 minutes?
There's no shot you're doing 15
The open mic.
I thought it was an hour.
It's literally
an hour.
It's gonna be 5
You thought you're doing a comedy special? You'd be out of your mind.
Here's the deal.
Dude,
the open mics.
We just stream it on Netflix.
The open mics are like we're not going to like the Comedy Cellar. They would never let any of us on stage.
No.
You're going to like a random coffee shop that hosts open mics on random nights.
There might be like 4 people in the room.
Yeah, we'll crowd. Like,
and they let you will be the majority of the crowd, and they'll only let you on there for like anywhere from like 4 to 7 minutes.
I still think the food challenge was worse than stand-up.
Yeah, 100%.
Worse, sure, but like
This would be maybe better.
like content. Well, yeah, this is gonna be fucking amazing. 5-minute raw footage just going on, like no edits. Like they get to see what we saw. Like it's
You had to suffer through it too.
like there's no cut ups, no B-roll.
There'd be so many times where I feel like a joke would flop and be like, yeah, I'll fuck myself. Next one. Next.
Yeah.
It's just like
next year we could like find a comedian that could come in and roast the actual loser. That would be sick.
Oh my god.
Like someone that could actually make you feel
Give
terrible.
the Andrew Santino guy.
Yeah.
He's so good at it.
You have to go on a podcast tour where you're just going on comedians' podcasts and getting roasted by them.
JL in the comedy skit would be fucking awesome. That would be.
Who do you guys want most? Like if you like just erase everything, and like who would you want most to be like the comedy person?
Probably you. You probably say someone.
I probably want to see Casey the most.
Yeah, Casey's a good one too.
Casey would just say so much occasional.
I would probably laugh at Andrew a lot because he would probably be trying really hard and probably just flop.
He would try really hard.
I would go so hard.
Nah. Okay, now you're the one I
Not
want
in a
to
good
see.
way. Like I'm saying, I would put like real effort.
Yeah.
And, like, wouldn't work.
I would too. I feel like anyone that loses should put effort into it.
100%.
Do you think you'd do well? I think you'd be woted.
I think I would bet on myself. I think I'd be fine.
Like
I'd be literally fine.
I mean, literally. I have more confidence in Joe winning this week in fantasy.
In high school, we had like a talent show, and I was gonna do comedy, but they canceled it.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was fucking
I'm
ready
gonna kill
a talent
to see
show.
that.
I was gonna fucking.
You're like,
kill
this
it.
is my true talent.
Yeah.
Dude, for our freshmen, like for football, every freshman has to do like a talent show type thing in front of the whole team. It's like a punishment. And mine was like a comedy bit, like a stand-up when I went to Ithaca and transferred, and it was just about like how I did a 40-yard dash and shit myself.
Really?
Yeah, it
Is
was
that true?
funny. Dude, it was hilarious though. Yeah, nah.
That
I was
plays,
like
that
severe.
plays
I was,
in a locker room though.
Yeah,
like in
no.
front of football guys.
Yeah, it was like an absolute smash because like it's great for the room, but I was
Great for team
I was so
morale.
sick. It was disgusting.
Great for team poopies.
Dude, I was.
4 minutes. How? I'm done.
Maybe I could become 1-3, but 0-4, staring that right in the face, which is not great because I don't want to do the punishment at all, which is going up to a comedy club and doing an open mic night, which I have no interest in. That's why I became a videographer, to be behind the camera, not in front of a camera, ripping jokes. That's not what I want at all.
Yeah, in all seriousness though, all right, we're deep into football season now. We're about a quarter of the way through the season. And I find myself around this point in the season when things are like really, really in routine mode, I start to lose a little bit of I don't know what the right word is, maybe like expression or creative expression, because everything is so timely and it doesn't leave a lot of room for, you know, really experimenting and like doing fun shit in content, I should say. Your Idiot League Mates has helped with that, but as you can see, it also makes me equally as fucking depressed as it does fun for me. That's just fantasy, obviously, but oh, Rashi, that's a bad hyperextension. I feel like a hyperextension is not too serious though. So a lot of times at this point in the season, I find myself craving content or making content outside of football stuff. So I actually, the last couple of days, I've been working on this video. I finished editing it this morning. It was like 25 minutes long, where it was just me talking about all the things I've learned, or a bunch of the things that I've learned doing YouTube now for almost 10 years, and, you know, being full-time as a creator for, you know, 6 or 7 years. And some of it was YouTube video related, some of it was more just like life, business, relationship stuff. So I found myself like wanting or like kind of needing to make that. And it's funny because when I'm at this point in the season, I want to do that so bad, and then I find myself being like, oh, I can't wait for the off season so that I can focus more on that type of content. It's a lot more fun for me, and it's not very time restrictive. Then I get to the off season, and then there's no more pressure on like football content, so that I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, I don't really feel the pull to do that much. I don't know what the point of me actually saying this is, but if you enjoy that type of content, if you want to go watch that video that I was just talking about, it should probably be live by the time you watch this on the Big Content YouTube channel.
I've just been like editing my face off, because like Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and even kind of Mondays are just fucked with editing, to be honest. And so that's what I spend my entire week doing, and then my reward is I get to see my fantasy players get hurt on Sunday. Like that is supposed to be my release. That's supposed to be, I don't know what you even call it. It's just not supposed to make me feel this fucking upset. This is the problem with the football season, is that it's so repetitive what happens in this office that it's kind of hard to give you updates on stuff, because it's not like the off season where we're starting new projects, we're trying new things out. It's just kind of the grind.
Every week is the exact same. I know J-Mo was talking about earlier. I don't know if he talked about it on here. We do like the same shit every day. My schedule, I'll run it through you. We'll just take Monday for an example. Greg Dortchy, just fucking him. We'll take Monday for an example. 6 a.m. wake up, go to the gym, shower, eat, come here, film. Normally we'll do like my research bets for Monday night, post them, post TikTok, whatever I need to do that morning for socials. And then I take the train home, get lunch in whatever fashion I need to get lunch in, come home on Monday, film whatever I need to do for the preceding days of, like, I think buy lows are Tuesday, Wednesday. So buy low, sell highs for my TikTok. For betting channel, I do all the research normally Monday, Tuesday for Thursday's bets. And then it's just like rinse and repeat every week. So like we're in like week 4, but it feels like I've been just reliving week 1 for like however many weeks now. So yeah, it's kind of like the vibe.
Everything, like I talked about last vlog, everything's just a fucking blur. Like, the weeks blend together so much now. Like, I don't know what happened this week versus the week before. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God, lad. I don't know. He caught it and they ruled it, but I'm a little nervous. I started him, so I'm feeling okay. Why is he playing? Ugh, yeah, I think it is. So I'm not gonna get cocky, but let's look at the ESPN projections. I'm projected to win 82% chance. Ooh, I don't know if that's ruled a touchdown. It's not ruled one on ESPN. There it is. Okay. No, the Chargers. Now we're favored 87%. Not gonna get cocky, but that's big.
16-week season. I guess it's now technically 17, but like normally this is a quarter of the way done. You know, it feels like we just started and the first quarter's already done. It's gonna go by fast for sure. Yeah, still early. You know, we're still gonna have a lot is gonna happen throughout the season, in terms of fantasy and also just like what happens in this office. You know, like we'll be going to a Texas Georgia game, but yeah, you know, the NFL season. In terms of creating fantasy content and just content about the NFL in general, it's a sprint. You know, goes by quick. And just try to put your head down, run as well as you can through it, and then you kind of take an exhale at the end of February.
This week I actually wanted to talk about merch a good amount. So the past few vlogs, I've just been lying to your guys' faces, saying like, yeah, like we might be able to do October, mid-October, November 1st, just spewing out dates of which I knew the triple stacked hoodies would be ready, and they are. Bad news, I lied. We are more so now aiming for a December launch. Good news, the reason we are waiting to do I don't want to say a delayed launch, but more so of a winter launch than is a fall launch, because we're going to have more than just the initial 125 hoodies we talked about. We're looking at getting the Stitch hoodies that I showed you guys a couple of vlogs ago, the gray ones with Stitch logo. We're looking at getting some Smoochies hoodies, and we're also looking at some hats. Again, bad news, any dates I've given in the past, Kate, gone. Good news, when we do drop merch, it will be more merch. And merch has been kind of messy because the triple stack logo, we got done with Myung across the street. But now when I went to Myung again to do the Smoochies design, since we're getting 2 designs on the hoodie, he's like not 2xing the price. He's like 2.5xing the price. And it's like we understand we're asking for another design, but more than doubling the price just doesn't make sense, Myung, and he's an old man. Nothing against old men. We all have grandfathers in our lives, but like he just isn't computing. Nick wants me to now go talk to the other merch place that we originally got the t-shirts done with. And I'm not really looking forward to that because I just get bad vibes from the people there. Sometimes they mess up the shirts. They're not ready on time. So I'm trying to find like a third alternative before I go over there, just because again, they kind of suck. But in the meantime, just going to be looking. If there's anyone out there that knows a print shop in New York, please comment it below, because I will be looking to them very, very seriously and getting a couple hundred hoodies done with them. So let your brother know. I went back to the old place where we originally did all our t-shirts, and I talked to them today about their pricing, and they're about 3, 4, maybe depending on how many hoodies do. Like if we did 60 hoodies, like 100 hoodies, they're like $300 to $500 cheaper than Myung across the street. So I think we're gonna go with them. That's really all the update I have. Just kind of keeping you guys in the loop of us trying to make the Smoochies hoodies, who we're working with. Or going back to the OG t-shirt place, even though I've kind of talked shit about them. I went there today, it seemed pretty good. I'm gonna drop off a hoodie, a blank one of these, to see if they could do the same thing, because while they're cheaper, we got to see, can they actually do this? Because this one was done by Myung across the street, so we got to see, even though you're cheaper, fucking point a brother in the right direction for a New York City print shop. I've had a couple of you guys reach out like via email that you do printing for merch in like other states with like, we get our merch delivered here, then I like hand deliver it to a guy across the street or down the street where I could just walk it there. For us to get it delivered here and then ship it back out to you guys like that, we'd be paying double shipping. And we could obviously ship it straight to you and like cut out the middleman, but like then we have to trust you and just hope you're doing it right, and we can't like be on hand in case there's a question. It's just nice to do it locally. So shout out to you guys that do offer that and reach out to us, but it's just like we don't want to pay the double shipping. And I'm just yapping about t-shirts, and I don't got anything else, Joe. I think that's it.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say is just reliving days every single fucking day, but it's hype. You know, it is what it is. We're here, one-on-one coverage. Jacoby outside. Cover 3 shown. They do a pitch to Zamir White, who might be the WOT to take a pitch. Brother cannot run the fucking football. Mid as hell. Yeah, the Jets losing on a game-winning field goal. The whole NFL. Rashid Rice is now cooked. Hey, but listen. Deontay looks good. Andy Dalton looks good. Xavier Leggett looks good. And I'm going to be very honest. All you Panthers fans, Browns fans, any type of fans that have been living in poverty for quite a while, Raiders fan, you guys will understand this. When you at least can look at your team and be like, we have the pieces and we can like put something on like paper and be competitive, it feels 20 times 1,000 better than when the Panthers are putting up 3 points every week, getting their fucking backs blown out. So at least like I can look at my team and be like, okay, we have 3 viable options on fantasy. Chuba Hubbard looks great. Chibi, whatever the fuck you ever. Yeah, I got yelled at for saying his name wrong. Chuba. I said Chuba Hubbard, I think. It's Chuba Hubbard. I don't fucking know, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I have absolutely nothing to say. I'm pissed off. I'm depressed. I'm not in a happy mood. Like, I just want to fucking die.
Yeah, weeks just become more depressing as you go through football season. Jets lost a bet by a half a rushing attempt, and I'm getting my ass kicked in fantasy football. What more could you want on a Sunday? Football season's so back, all the way back. So, yeah, that's all I got.